a these high performance engines with the manifold pressures like this, what I've always been taught, what you do is you want to, as you're coming in, you start your descent.
Yes.
You want to only go down 2 inches at a time, and you hold that for roughly 2 minutes, so 2 and 2. And what it does is because the engine's running hot, and with these constant speed props and stuff, they develop this thing called shot cooling, which can you cool the engine too fast.
Yes.
So it's hot, and all of a sudden you're cooling it.
You can crack the
yeah, you
metal
can crack it, and that's like that 182 that I'm flying out there. It uses oil pretty good because it's probably people don't practice the shot cooling. And but anyway, so when I get ready to start the descent, I'll drill down to 20, right? And I'm just slowly cooling the engine down. And of course, you know, when you're down there, sometimes you have to increase it, you have to go down once, but just the initial descent, you want to do a step. So once I go down to 20 for about 2 minutes, I can go down to 18.
And you do that with your throttle, right?
And I just do it with the throttle. I just throttle back, I just turn the throttle. And that's one of the things about, the 182 is the same way. You don't want to just go from full speed ahead just to idle when you're coming down descending.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the manifold pressure should never be higher than the RPMs.
Yes.
But the new school of thought, you saw that where, and I tried it when we took off. I had the manifold pressure at 26 and my RPM at 2450. And it actually, the engine ran cooler, like that one guy was.
It ran cooler?
Yeah, because the guy was talking. This one guy was saying that that's the old school of thought about, they call it the manifold pressure and the RPM squared.
Yes.
You never go.
Over 226 at Alpha NorCal approach, say type aircraft.
Oh, switch things.
Over 6 at Alpha NorCal approach, thank you. And say your type aircraft, what airplane you flying? Over 6 at Alpha, thank you. Stand by for a beacon code.
See if we were flying into SAC Executive.
Over 72 Mike, contact.
They don't even have
Contact Modesto Tower.
an IFR approach for runway 20. They only do IFR.
Oh, really?
Into runway 2.
Going to maintain 5.
That's your most.
5 November X-ray.
This is your most precision approach here.
Frequency 125.1.
You can get down to 294 feet
Pretty low. Like
before you go missed.
The cloud cover.
Yeah, so the cloud.
You can get to 294 feet. You look outside. If you don't have VFR conditions,
Then you got to do this. You do that missed approach.
Got it.
Climb to 600. See what I was telling you before? Unless it tells you different, you don't turn until you get least.
Climb to 600. Climb to left turn to 1600. Direct SAC vortex and hold.
And that's in Sacramento. That's this VOR. So it tells you what to do, and you're going to fly there, and then they'll tell you what to do from there. They'll tell you to hold, or you'll fly back out. Turn.
Got it.
And then head back in.
16.
This is a VOR approach. And this is a GPS approach in the same airport.
Got it. So there's different types of instrument approaches using either GPS or VOR.
Right.
Those are the only two?
Yeah, and then this one's a circling approach, which is kind of cool. Circling approaches are, you're not flying directly into the runway heading, you're just flying to the airport, to the area.
Yeah.
And once you get over the field, you can fly as low as 500 feet as long as you don't lose visual sight of the runway, and you can circle around and land like VFR.
Oh, then you could just land VFR.
Yeah, but you're only at 500 feet.
Oh, wow.
And you can do it legally because you're under radar contact.
Got it.
So VFR, you don't need as much like retail view, or Livermore might be a circling approach to the Livermore. So Livermore is 980 feet, you got to be. That's 580, so it's 600 feet above the ground on 1 mile. So it's 980 feet and 1 mile visibility.
Wow.
For Livermore. But for Livermore coming in on you can get down as low as 600 feet on this approach. We get about 20 miles. We're almost there. I need to start my descent.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it is.
All right, let's go to descent. Altimeters, let's make sure I got Papa still.
Papa.
Yep.
Okay, Papa, SAC exec. Okay, so how
and
do you...
then I got a little bit of wind.
Over 37285.
10 knot headwind. Headwind coming in this way.
Coming from this way?
Yeah, see?
That's pretty cool.
Approach bound 727 Golf, we have the airport inside, we can go and cancel flight point.
And what's our ground speed now? 152.
Over 7277 Golf, somebody stepped in on a different frequency. 77 Golf, you said you'd like to cancel?
Yeah, we have the airport inside. Like
Is it possible if you wanted to just fly much slower, and like so you get more flying time, but burning less fuel?
You could.
You could?
Yeah, could you look in the menu?
Over 724, contact approach 127.4. Have a good day.
127.4, 23724, thanks.
Another aircraft tried to call me on 1 climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb maintain 190, Southwest 1641.
And 23724, checking in 4,500.
Over 23724 NorCal approach, Roger. Sacramento International, altimeter 3010. Advise when you have Papa at executive.
And 2374, we already have Papa.
Thank you. Comanche 3.
Alright, so we'll start a descent.
3 miles north.
I'm going to turn off the autopilot.
Bonanza 2200.
Looking Comanche 5.
Autopilot.
So now I'm going to go down 2 inches, and you should see my
Oakland Center 119.75. Have a good one.
feet per minute descent without touching anything else. It should be about 500 feet a minute.
Yep.
NorCal approach band.
Here's my 500 right there.
Got it.
Just a little bit past it, but
Executive like you are now.
When you're descending, there's no carburetor, right? So if you eject it,
no carburetor.
you don't need a full carb heat, nothing like that.
And there's traffic 1 o'clock.
And then I go like, what's my desired tracking is 360, so I put my heading button on.
the approach path and looking for him.
Comanche 36 Papa, maintain at or above 2,500 until advised. Traffic's 1 o'clock in a mile opposite direction of Bonanza, 1,800 descending.
2,500, looking Comanche 536 Papa. Traffic inside 3 Bar Whiskey.
Bonanza 3 Bravo Whiskey, Roger. And just want to confirm you're planning on a full stop.
That's permanent, full stop.
Thank you.
Well, good morning, departure Southwest 1421, 1800 for 9,000.
Southwest 1421, NorCal approach, morning radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190. Do you have time for a quick question?
Negative, sir, I'm sorry. Arrow 649er, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Gotta watch out for these big TV towers.
RB2 Sierra Romeo, contact Oakland Center on 127.905.
2795 to Sierra Romeo, good morning.
Southwest 3727, descend and maintain 5,000 for traffic.
Descend and maintain 5,000, this goes 3727.
And 3 Bravo Whiskey, just want to confirm you do have information. Papa.
And I've got Papa at executive 3 Bar Whiskey.
Thank you. Bonanza 3 Bravo Whiskey are established on the approach course, correct?
Yes, I'm established.
And 3 Bravo Whiskey, Roger. 6 miles from the final approach, fix cleared out now, runway.
15 miles out. I got the airport side out there.
50 approach 3 Bar Whiskey.
And we're about just over 500 feet a minute.
I disregard.
Roger.
And I've been at that, so I just go back down to about 18.
Oakland Center on 1.
What happens is manifold pressure will start to increase as you descend, and now I'm going to increase the ridge because we're...
42 Quebec is radar contact 10 miles to the southwest
got that.
Marysville. The SAC International altimeter is 3010.
At the airport,
Yeah,
the kind of
straight out there.
yellow spot,
Yep.
dark. Okay.
42, is it 42 Quebec or 24 Quebec?
Fuel selector, power, flaps, desired mixture. Yeah, I got mixture and ATIS is checked.
Bonanza 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact the exact tower 119.5. We'll see you.
3 Bar Whiskey, we'll see you.
Cherokee 908, contact approach 125.1. Good day.
This guy's
908.
Yeah, you got someone
8 miles.
November, stay on your beacon code, please.
600 feet, 500 feet below you.
Advisor frequency approved.
That's connected to your ADSB.
Yeah, this is connected. It's got its own.
It's got its own ADSB.
Yeah, this is it's 2.5 miles out.
And Bonanza 724 traffic is 2 o'clock, 2 miles southwestbound. Altitude indicates 2,400. There's also traffic at
I got
10
it.
o'clock and 2 miles northeastbound on the approach for executive at 1,500 at Bonanza.
And 23724, I have them on the screen, but I'm looking for them. I'm going to level off here about 2,000.
How's this approach going to terminate?
But this guy's going into this guy's no factor now.
Yeah, that guy's...
This guy's 500 feet below us coming into SAC also.
Towards Flavior.
Just maintain here. 2,000.
36 Pop, understand you're going to be a missed approach or a low approach at executive and then on to Tahoe.
He's doing missed approach. So he's practicing his IFR into the SAC executive.
36
Take
Papa,
this guy here.
Completion of approach, just maintain VFR on course and return to this frequency.
Okay, factory frequency, VFR on course, maintain 536 Papa. Thank you.
See, we're flying level right now. We're doing 128 knots. And all I did was I put the manifold pressure down. Just kind of left the...
Oh, wow.
1,280 climbing.
You know? He should be,
Skywest 37.
oh, he's doing a
maintain 3,000.
IFR approach into runway 2 is what he's doing.
27.
Bonanza 237, we're out of the field site.
Southwest 1421, contact Oakland Center on 119.75.
119.75, good day, Southwest 1421.
Bonanza 724. The only one that's a factor for you is the Bonanza. You'll be following, I believe. He's right over the BOR, 10 o'clock, and about a mile and a half to 2 miles, 1,300 descending. Contact exact tower 119.5.
He's at 11 o'clock.
And we have the traffic sign contact tower at 23724.
Mooney 24 Quebec, contact Travis approach 126.
See him right over there.
Yeah.
11:30 o'clock.
Yeah. Inside executive Bonanza 23724 with your information. Papa, approximately 6 miles southwest, inbound full stop.
Bonanza 23724, exact tower, enter left traffic, runway 20, unit number 2, following Bonanza, about 2 miles southwest of the field on the final.
And that's runway 20, left traffic for runway 20, 23724. 20 is down there.
Turbo Whiskey is on the circle.
Bonanza 3 Bravo Whiskey, roger, report midfield.
One thing I'm noticing about having a low wing is you got the sun on you the whole time.
Oh, yeah. These things will slide too.
Oh, does it?
You can move this
cool.
and slide it out like that
nice.
too. That guy?
Bonanza 724, traffic following 12 o'clock, 3 miles, 1,000 feet.
There he is. He's right over there.
All
right over there.
2374, I have the traffic in sight. I got him.
Roger. Bonanza 724, follow the traffic, runway 20, clear to land.
Follow the traffic, runway 20, clear to land, Bonanza 23724.
Bonanza 3 Bravo Whiskey, runway 20, clear to land.
We're landing on 20?
Yeah.
This way?
20, thank you.
He's down there. He's
so
going up.
we're on left downwind right now.
Yeah, that's what he said, enter left traffic for 20 and then follow that traffic in. That's
Got
what
it.
he's saying. So, just get down to like 1,000.
Executive Tower, this is Cessna 87, Golf Victor, 9 miles to the south with information, Papa.
Bonanza 8536 Papa, exact tower, roger, report executing your missed approach.
Okay, gas, undercarriage, mixture, gas changeover, mixture is rich. Mixture. That's my, hey, your landing gear's not down yet, and you're getting your manifold pressure.
When do you put the landing gear down? When you're on like midfield?
When I'm getting about here, I was getting ready to.
7 Golf Victor.
You'll see it slow down quite a bit.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, that really slows us down.
Now you won't hear that come on again.
What's VLO in this plane?
Bonanza 7 Golf Victor, exact tower.
It's like, I have to pull it up. I know it's like 60. It's like 55 or 60. All I know is that, I don't try to go under, I have to look it up. I don't know,
Yeah.
but when I come in,
Yeah.
well, my big thing for this plane is 91 knots. If you're at 91 or above and you can do up to 30-degree bank turns, it will not stall. The problem it has is when people take off, they have engine failure, and first thing they want to do is pull back. And the books and stuff I read on, I got some really good books about the Bonanza. It says that if you pitch for 91, just keep 91. Don't immediately pull back. Just look at your speeds. Keep 91 because you won't go into a what's that stall?
A spin.
Not the horizontal stall. The vertical component of lift. When you bank too hard and then all of a sudden it goes. Yeah. Yep. So I try to come in around 80. When I'm on final between 80 and 85, and then as I get over the numbers, I throttle it back to 0, and it usually comes down around 70, 75.
Touchdown around 70.
So now we're beating the numbers.
Bonanza 36 Papa, offset the runway to the left, and proceed northbound. I'll let you know when you can proceed to Lake Tahoe. Bonanza 36 Papa, on the missed approach. I'll set the runway to the left, and then I'll call when you can go to Lake Tahoe.
Okay, Comanche 536 Papa, offset to the left, and we'll wait for you to tell us.
Gears down, I got 3 green.
I think we actually want to do one more approach and the qual in
Gas,
actually.
mixture's rich.
Roger, instructions remain the same, side step to the west.
Okay, side step to the west.
Second notch of flaps.
Gun 3 Bravo Whiskey, taxi off for the ramp with me.
3 Bravo Whiskey.
Do some full flaps now. Prop full. And we're lined up, short final.
You're full idle now.
Pretty much.